Hey guys, by the way, let me just say something. If you're getting joined in or getting logged in, I absolutely hate this. I would rather see your faces. So please, in the chat, tell the marketing team what you like. If you like this better, then okay, I'll do it. But if you would rather see faces, have interactions, and be able to communicate, we're going to have to fight to find the best platform. I feel like a radio DJ sitting around in my room talking to myself. Which is everything that I am not. First of all, I love to be around people and do not like to be by myself. I don't know, maybe I'm just a weirdo. Hey, this week I want to work on two things. I want to really work on a big topic that we're working on in the office, which is, are you hopeful or are you intentional? Intentional, like, look, I think a lot of loan officers right now are really hopeful. You're hopeful that you're going to get leads. You're hopeful that you're going to have closed loans. You're hopeful that you're going to follow your calendar. You're hopeful in so many things. And look, I even asked my staff, I said, give me some things that you're hopeful with. They're like, I'm hopeful I'll do my videos. I'm hopeful that I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm going to take a long lunch. Like a lot of things and a lot of our activity that an LO are doing today are hopeful. And I'm seeing many people get out of the business. And I'm like, listen, it is simply a mind change shift. I love the uptick in origination. Are you getting that extra little bump that we're seeing? And I think that a lot of times in life, I can put it into an example of us being hopeful. You know, many times we see customers, they see loan officers hopeful. You know, like stage one in sometimes of an example of being hopeful is savings. You know, you have two couples. This one couple, they get paid, they pay their bills, they live on the rest, and then whatever's left on the end, they're hopeful, and that's what they save. But a true person that is intentional is going to save first, then pay the bills, and then live on everything else. To be a great LO today, are you hopeful? Are you intentional? You know, we asked our staff this week, let me pull this up here. Give me examples of you could be more intentional. Thank you cards. Taking charge of a project. Noticing the wins. Looking ahead at the loans. And knowing my pipeline better than anyone else. Following my theme days. Showing team access to their pipeline. Now, this is all operations, not LOs. 20-minute answer back to every single email guaranteed. Like going the extra mile, looking for ways to improve and giving feedback to your team, picking up the phone instead of staying in an email, like different little tiny things to be more intentional. Here's the thing. Look, if you're going to get more leads, you're going to have to be more intentional. The number one thing is that, are you intentional in connecting with your database? Or are you hopeful? We already know the stat. 27% says that they're unhappy with the home choice that they picked. But yet, are we connecting with that database on a weekly basis? Look, many of you have 2,000, 3,000 people in your database, and it seems so overwhelming. Where do I start? And we're always like, start with A. And next week do the B's, and then next week do the C's. And I know it sounds so simple, but sometimes it's just simply like starting. You know, I'm staring at that same thing in my life. You know, right over here, see if I can get it, is my Peloton. And I gotta tell you, I'm hopeful some days. I'm not intentional. You see, the truth is I hate that thing. But I know I need it. I know it's good for me. And I stay into a hopeful mindset and not intentional. You know 75 hard? Many of you go through 75 hard. 75 hard is intentional. You can goof off all you want, but at the end of the day, you're going to get to a spot where you're like, dang it, I got to do that next workout because I don't want to work out and start all over again. Like intentional. You show up to a party or to a networking event. Are you intentional? Are you actually saying, I have a goal. I'm going to make 3 connections. I'm going to have great follow-up, and I'm going to make 3 new friends that might be great business clients? Or are you just hopeful that you might meet someone? That mindset is extremely different. Like filling out an all about you form for your client, it's a game changer, guys. The more you know about your client, the more that they have the opportunity and you have the opportunity to refer. But are you willing to be truly intentional? Or are you staying in a hopeful mindset? So listen, this week, I want you to go through. I want you to talk to your staff. I want you to talk to your LOs. I want you to talk to your team. I want you to talk to your realtors. And I want you to walk through this example of being hopeful or being intentional. I'm telling you right now, it will make a difference in your mindset and in your teams. You know, have you ever had someone in your team say, I want that promotion? And you're like, explain to me, what are the 3 things that you did that you fully feel that you deserve that promotion? Here's the truth. The truth is many people in operations feel hopeful that they'll get that promotion, and they're not intentional. They're not doing the things that they need to do to be able to get to that position. You know, a hopeful employee is going to take a long lunch, is going to show up a little late, is not willing to stay a few minutes late. But an intentional employee will do whatever it takes. And the second thing I want to tell you is that we got to care more, guys. And if you had the mindset that I've got to help these realtors, I've got to help my database, and you cared a little bit more, what difference would you make in their lives? You know, caring a little bit more will actually be the difference between getting a referral, not. You know, one of the things that I want to share with you is a story about this hotel. Father and son showed up, and they kind of did a few things out and about. They went back to the room. They got all dressed up for dinner. They came down to the lobby and went into the steakhouse. And the staff immediately noticed that the boy, you know, he wasn't enjoying his meal. And they tried to get him something different. They tried to remake it for him. They tried really hard to make him happy, but nothing really was fitting the bill. The father paid for the meal, took the boy up, got him ready for bed, and came back down to the front desk and asked to talk to the manager. The manager came out and he goes, hey, look, had a great experience. I know your staff was really fighting hard to make my son happy with the meal, but the truth is, we booked this special night because my boy's really sick. And tonight we're shaving our heads together because tomorrow he starts treatment. And I don't want him to lose his dignity. So I thought that if we both shaved our heads together in the hotel and did kind of something special tonight together, that would be something that we would have and that we could walk through this sickness and this journey together. Now, most of our clients aren't that honest. Most of our clients aren't going to tell us things like this. You know, that night, they shaved their heads together. And the one request that the dad asked the manager was when we come down for breakfast in the morning, please don't notice. Please don't say anything. Just let us enjoy breakfast. So they shaved their heads that night and they got ready and they came down for breakfast. And what do you think 4 of the waiters did? You're right. they shave their heads. You see, that manager, that staff cared, and they wanted to make that boy feel and fit in without saying a word. Like, what would you do to care a little bit more for your database? Well, we can start by connecting with them. Don't tell me you're going to send them videos and emails. Everybody does that. The thing is if you wanted to care more, you wanted to be more intentional, you would actually pick up the phone. It's real simple. I've said it for months. There's 2 questions you need to ask. Number 1, how are you doing today? How's your finances? How's the house? How's everything? I got to check in. It's my job to check in. Now, I want to back up for a second. When you close that loan, you set the expectation. You set it up front in the very beginning. I check in with my customers via phone call twice a year. Of course, I'm going to be sending you things throughout, whether you do HomeBot. If you don't have HomeBot, get it. I think it's the greatest marketing campaign. It's priced right. They're going to give your customer a financial statement based on their home. How much equity, how much is available, here's additional opportunities, and you can actually use it with your realtor partners. And anytime your realtor partners clients have a finance question, it goes to you. And it is a great opportunity when they refer with inside that they could come in and say, hey, is my home value right? Is this what it's looking at? And you can actually give it to one of your realtor partners to be able to partner back up. I'm sorry, I can't see your name. I didn't mean to make you cry, but it is a true story. So look, connecting with your database twice a year and checking to make sure they're okay means that you care. It doesn't mean that you're being annoying, that you're trying to sell them something. Like, look, credit card debt is at an all-time high. HELOCs are going to be 10 to 12, 13%. There's a lot of people that are upside down in payments, not interest rate. And we're paying attention. We're trained to talk about rate, but we got to get retrained to talk about payment. Payment is where they need help. So check in with your customers. Care a little bit more. Number 2, your realtors need help in checking in with theirs. They don't know how to do it. They don't know how to call. They don't know how to start the conversation. So you're saying it's only simply 2 questions. How are you doing? How's everything in your finances? How's the house? And the second question, so simple, is tell me your real estate goals for the next 5 years. Now, we're starting to already see in our little retail area, people that are already wanting to refinance because their payments are so far out of whack. They've let their credit card debt go. They've bought all the toys. They're trying to refigure and get everything into one payment. They can't save and nothing's left in at the end. So I'm like, get off of rate and get into total payment. Call that customer, get it all wrote down, and then do this. Figure out a plan, figure out how to save them money per month, and then give them my personal budget. I will send it to you. It's an Excel document, January through December. Have them fill it out and say, listen, send it to me for the next 2 months. I'll help you review it and get you back on track. I got you in this loan. I'm going to help you get out. Now, isn't that caring more? Your realtors need the same thing. They don't have a good profit and loss. They don't understand what they're spending and what their true net is. Help them. I will give you the tools so you can care more. Are you intentional? What are 3 things that you need to be more intentional with? I got to be more intentional by running by my calendar. I got to be more intentional of connecting with realtors. I got to be more intentional with my database. I've got to be more intentional in simply asking for referrals. So the one thing that's really helped us is on a mission to be able to do 100 renters into 100 homes in 2023. Now, I've tested this with my retail department, and I ain't going to give you anything that is not working. And let me tell you, this works. So I had one of my loan officers just do the video to be able to announce her big mission in helping 100 renters get into 100 homes. Over 4 realtors commented back, reshared, and said, we're joining her mission. I had a client just in Florida create its own website to be able to drive traffic and renters to. And guess what? Realtors are getting on board left and right to be able to support the mission. The thing is that you're doing it and you're helping people show that this is the greatest investment. Owning a home is the greatest deal. It's better than Wall Street. And what I love about it, it's Home Street. We're in this thing every day. The next tweak is, the number one person that has the most renters in our industry is your insurance agent. Your insurance agent asks you all the time for leads. Here's your opportunity to ask for it back. Wouldn't it be cool if you did an event once a month that everybody was pre-qualified and you did a brat or a burger and some type of beverage, maybe even a beer, you make it casual. Look, first mistake I see, loan officers make this in their office. They're doing a little small event. They're inviting these renters in and it's trappish. You got to do it at a cool, fun place. Cut a deal. You get a hamburger or a hot dog. You get something to drink, maybe a chip or a salad, and you talk about it. You be able to walk a customer through. Our new motto, I'm going to show you how to buy a house and be in that house in the next 90 days. Converting these renters is an awesome opportunity of showing them what is available, how do you do it, how do you get pre-qualified, and partnering with realtors on a mission-based and insurance agents is how the three work together in a power of being able to help. So look, you got to care more. You got to be more intentional. You got to be more grounded. You got to work more in the green time. You've got to actually do the work today versus what it was like. And those of you that got into 2020 and 2021, taking applications is not doing a mortgage or selling. That's transaction. You know where you got to be more intentional? Being present, asking great questions, being able to help and solve problems. That's selling. Overcoming objection. That's selling. Picking up the phone and taking an application and you're really good at running DULP, it's not selling. And I've watched over the years a lot of those LOs get out. So go through this with your staff. Give examples of being hopeful. Ask them, where have you been hopeful and where do you want to be better at in 23? And number 2, as a group, as yourself, where do you want to be more intentional? How cool would it be if you had those 3 things in front of you at a day-to-day basis? Now, I've traveled to many of you and I've done my vision and planning and goal session. And if you didn't get it, I want to send you my book. The first book is Completing and Remembering. There's a process that you got to go through to, in a sense, let go of 2022. And I have heard great fruit from letting go of a year. So you're going to walk through some questions that you're going to have to ask yourself some tough questions. 2022. One of the great ones I just heard from a really good client, which was the greatest thing I did was let this one particular employee go that was ruining my culture that I had fought on for years to actually make the right decision. He put that as the greatest decision that he had made in 2022. Well, what was your smartest decision that you made? What was a comment that you didn't get that you wanted? Or more importantly, was there a comment that you still need to go give someone? A compliment. And then going through 2023, what is it going to look like? What are you going to do? What are you going to set up? And looking at your personal life in the different areas that maybe needs a little bit of work or a tweak, here's what I've found when I've done this is that it changes. Sometimes it's this area. Sometimes it's that area. Sometimes it's my family. Sometimes it's my work. Sometimes it's myself. Right now it's self. I don't want to ride that Peloton. I'm not disciplined enough. I'm hopeful. I'm like hopeful the weight will fall off. Doesn't that sound pretty silly? Kind of stupid? But sometimes I feel like that. Walking through that book is something that only 3% of the people will do. The facts are 3% of Americans will actually write down goals. Oh, let me change it. 3% will have goals, and only 1% will write them down. So that's what that book is. It's writing it down. It was a coach that changed my life, that helped me through this process. And every single year, I do it with every single AE and every single LO and make it available for all my employees. So look, are you willing to write your goals down? Are you willing to put it into a piece of paper and a plan? And in there, you're going to write a 1-year business plan. And the greatest thing and the most fun I have every year is setting out a 5-year vision. What's really neat is, I go back 5 years, I look at what I wrote down, and then I say, oh my gosh, I accomplished all those things. As an LO, this will change you. If you want this and you want these things, I'm going to check this stat out. I will share it with you. I will share with you the personal budget. I will share with you a P&L for an LO, which I think that you all need to do a better job of figuring out if you're spending money outside of your company, what does that look like in basis points? And it will convert it for you. And one of my team or my AEs or LOs will help you complete it. I'll help you send it 2 months. We'll review it. We'll help you get to the next step, and then you'll be off and running. But the trick for 23, it's discipline, it's accountability, and it's being intentional. Many of the loan officers today in this market aren't willing to do it. So my question today is, are you willing to do it? If you need help, if you need anything on any of these topics, we want to help you. And I want to make sure I give you the tools so that you're successful in 23. One of those tools is cracking the code. Cracking the code is May 24th and 5th. It's in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Believe me, there's no snow left then. May's gorgeous. It's a great opportunity to come to Sioux Falls. Come check out Windsor. Come check out our retail department. Copy anything you want. But more importantly, I'm going to bring in the most amazing speakers, the most amazing LOs. It's going to be full of breakout sessions. If you're a broker owner, I'm going to put you in a roundtable. If you're a loan officer and you want to learn the tips and tricks of what other LOs are doing in the market, I'm not only going to give them to you, but I'm going to teach you how to use them. And any of their tools and forms, I'm going to give you so that you have everything to be successful in 23. I think it's the perfect time, the perfect month to be able to execute all the things that you wanted to do, that you put into your goals right now. So mortgage boot camp's coming up. I'm only taking 500 people. If you're a Windsor client, it's free. If you're not a Windsor client, you can become a Windsor client, it's free, or I'm charging you. So I want to give value to our family. You're part of my family. I want to make sure that you get the tools. I can't wait for the next few weeks. I'm going to bring Nathan Underwood, an amazing coach. I'm going to bring, I'm bringing in a cool guy, wrote some really cool books. He's a therapist. I actually hire him. He coaches me twice a month. He's going to talk about the mindset, the mindset change that you need to do to get to the top 1%. So I got many more originators, many more breakout sessions. So owner roundtable, special talk about how to go from broker to non-del in less than 60 days. I think you're going to be excited for this boot camp, and I can't wait to crack the code. So I need your feedback. If you like this, make sure you comment, get the chat. We'll get it all over to you. Also, I got Jamie Kavanaugh coming up as we're doing an interview. You can see that going on February 7th. I'm pretty excited about it. I've got to work with her a little bit and getting to know her more. And I can't wait to get to know her more as I interview her coming up. And she's a great originator, great company, doing a great job recruiting. And I think we can all learn from her. So tune in February 7th on the next coaching deal. Let me check this chat deal. Yes, and amazing. Where is Rick Ruby? Let's have, oh yeah, he's in Charlotte. You guys all know that. You guys have a great day.